What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the first of the month. Why you gotta breathe in heavy to then talk?
Me?
You be like,
I don't be meaning to. I just be. Anyway. YouTube and Facebook. What's up, beautiful people?
what's going on today?
It's been a while.
It's just been a while for just us.
Yeah, with just us. You know, we doing stuff, but it's separate and weird. And I just told my husband, we got to work on this. We can't be doing all that.
You're right. And I think the reason why it's just been, I don't know. First of all, I think this COVID has been probably one of the reasons. But this summer, we really, we got a lot of ideas and context, and we wanted to just talk to people.
Yeah.
In the midst of all this, so we got a lot of content out there for you guys with a lot of our interviews and co-hosts that we were able to connect with. Turn the phone off.
I'm trying to share it on my live. YouTube and Facebook. What's up, beautiful people?
What's going on this? So we got a lot of content. We're paused right now.
We're not paused. We're live.
And co-hosts that we were able to.
Oh, that was delayed.
Turn the phone off.
I'm trying to see, now you done messed me up. YouTube and Facebook.
Come on in, really, everybody. Come on in. Come on
in the room. Did you just stop because I did it with you?
I'm feeling you today, man.
You know what? And I don't even know why he's so mad though. He over here mad, and for what?
I'm not mad.
For what?
I just ain't.
So anyway, we really want to talk. Our toddler is throwing his
Solomon. Don't throw nothing on the thing until the thing. We doing the podcast.
He don't care. He's savage up in here.
But no, we just wanted to kind of come in and check in with you guys.
Talk about life.
Talk about stuff. Update you on what's going on.
Life. Sorry, because we are one. That's what you just told me. Right?
First of all, let's start there. She don't like. She is really trying to separate.
I am not.
I think unconsciously she is.
No,
because I think she doesn't like the fact that everything.
No, this is what he's trying to say.
Is ours.
We were just planning. We were planning on having a group, but that got cut because people didn't. Whatever. So he's like, "Hey, maybe we should call these people." I got the numbers in my phone, so I'm like, "Hey, here you go. You can call." Yes, you did.
No, I was saying like send an email to everybody.
No, not to our leaders.
No, I'm saying to the people that was coming. Send an email to them.
No, I'm talking about our leaders. You use
call people.
You see this? This is what I'm talking about. He can't even remember what even started the conversation.
That's not the point. What's the point?
The point, and that was the point. That's what started it. I said you can use your phone because now you're calling them on my phone. They're gonna call me back.
And why can't you use
your phone? He said we're one.
We're one.
Brandon, no, this ain't your phone number. This is my phone number.
Right, and I got my phone number. Whenever you want to use my phone, use my phone. You ever want to use your phone?
I never want to use your phone.
Because you be trying to separate. You're trying hard to just not just come together. And I think the reason why, because nothing is hers. Nothing is mine.
Nothing is mine.
Nothing's mine either.
Whatever.
What's mine?
Brandon, whenever you have something, it's yours. You bring food into this house, it's yours.
What's mine?
Anything. You actually take my stuff. That little protein shake bottle, that's mine.
You offered it.
You see that?
You did offer it. You ain't gonna lie to the people?
No, I didn't lie. Did I say that I lied?
Did you offer it? Did I ask or did you offer?
You needed a protein
shake.
Did
I ask or did you offer?
All right, that's cool.
Did you offer?
That's cool.
No. You want no people? Don't say it was real. Did you offer?
Brandon.
See that? She can't even admit that she offered.
That's not the point. That is not the point.
You can't even admit it.
It's not the point.
Whatever. No, so you're not gonna tell people that you offered.
I asked him if he needed it.
She can't even admit it that she offered.
Him, no, because we started. So we were supposed to have a podcast about our weight loss journey in January. Clearly, that ain't happened. He hopped up on it now. I've been going through it since May. Like
I have lost.
Yeah, he's lost. I haven't lost anything, and I've been going through it since May.
So she's been very mean to me.
I'm not mean. Are you kidding me?
You've been very mean to me.
I'm upset.
Me and her son.
I'm upset that he's losing weight easier than me, but like I'm not being mean. I'm like, why can't my body lose weight like that? Why can't my body do it? Your body can do it.
Well, because you're a woman.
I understand that, but that's not. I just don't like that. I don't like it. I'm just clearly.
Okay. Well, you want to talk about it?
No, not to you.
See? See? You see this? This is what I'll be talking about. So okay. So what do you want to talk about, Tia? Well, let's update it on there. What's going on? Okay. So one of the reasons.
You see that he asked me a question, but then took over because we're one, right? Go ahead, babe.
Nope. you messed it all up. See, you
that's what I be going through.
No, she have to throw. She got to throw a punch. She got to say the last thing and throw the punch just to make her point. So she can. So her
but
point.
Did my point get made though?
It didn't get made.
It didn't get made. It stopped you from talking.
You're right. So go ahead. Go ahead. Tell her update them then. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't planning. You can do it now. No, I was going to start a conversation.
I don't want to do it no more. Go ahead. Start the conversation. Do what you do.
You know what? Anyway, so I was going to actually start a conversation because he asked what do I want to talk about. Man. So there is a flyer going around about a church having a WAP.
That's the first thing.
Yes, that's the first thing that popped in my mind. What is it?
It's called Worship and Praise.
But it literally says WAP.
It says Cornerstone Baptist Church Full Gospel Ministries presents
WAP. I have
Worship
no words.
And praise.
Like I have no words, and I am not one to lose my words.
See, I don't like that. Like I don't understand why churches feel like they have to. And this is, I know we've been joking the whole time. This is like serious. Like churches get to the point. See, I don't see. No, go ahead. See, she be messing it up. You see that?
So serious, though.
I'm so serious.
So serious.
I'm not the joker.
You are the joker.
Joker.
So serious, man.
Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
I don't have anything to say.
Because you're just gonna rock with me. I don't want to talk no more.
This is why we can't have a full conversation. He does this to me all the time. He'll be joking. I can continue. I don't care what you got, but if I make a joke with him, it's all nope. I don't even want to finish no more. I'm done. Whatever. You talk since you're mad. And I'm not even mad. Like I'm making a joke.
These are not facts.
What just happened?
Oh wow. That is crazy.
I told you that you're 3 different colors. I be telling you. Light, dark.
You see that?
Yeah, but that's because that's your arm be outside.
I know, but it's like going down. It's like literally just went from chocolate to dark chocolate.
Yeah. He failed me because our son was supposed to be dark.
I didn't fail nobody.
You failed me.
Jesus loved me. This I know.
He failed me.
Well, my Bible tells me so.
No, but what was you gonna say? You said you don't think churches like.
I think churches. Okay, so for people that just hopped on, there was a flyer going around called WAP, and basically a church is having a Friday service, and the theme of the Friday service is called WAP, which in acronym is worship and praise
for them. Clearly, that's
now we
not.
Know originally we know what WAP means.
Yeah.
So I guess my issue with churches is the fact of they take things like of the world, right? They'll take things of the world, or whatever, and then try to, appease the saints by using things using things that basically would suggest, this is going to bring them in. If we WAP it, we're going to worship and praise God all day long. We're going to WAP. And it's like, like that. I know the Bible says God would make, take something good and bad and turn it into good, but
this ain't it.
That's not one of the moments. Yeah. That's not one of the moments. But okay, so you said you started. So how did you feel about it?
I don't know. I'm in shock. I'm like, why would they even? I don't understand. Like, it's one thing if bringing a dance. A dance is completely different. Clearly, you know what that song is, like what it represents. So, like, just let it be. It's okay. You do not have to. You can meet You want to get on an airplane? Okay, later. Okay.
Solomon has for the last month been
talking about
get
this
on
airplane.
I need to get an airplane.
I'm like, what 3-year-old just wants to get on the airplane? This 3-year-old wants to get on the airplane.
I don't mind, but you said I don't mind like you said a dance. A dance is cool. Like you know, or even like the parodies. I seen somebody do a parody of like of WAP. It was like parody. It was being funny. But like
that wasn't a church. That was just like a person doing her own thing.
Right. But then you take a literally make it into a service. I just think that's disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't think you do have to meet people where they are, and I agree and understand with that. But then it's also like, okay, not in every situation. This is not a situation where you should do that, you know. But that's also using discernment and wisdom. You know, every pastor is different. You know, every church is different.
If I had a church, we wouldn't be doing that kind. That situation. What they did.
Where your church at, Pastor?
I don't know what you're talking about. So we're going to be also. We want to update you guys on what's going on in our life.
Yeah. So we're actually.
Yeah. So I feel like go ahead.
We're moving back to Ohio.
Yes, we are.
In 3 weeks. So we are prepping for that. Yes. I actually started a new job last month. Amen.
Amen.
And it's, you know, main reason we're moving, you know, is back close. We have babysitters back there, back closer. And, you know, with us being in Dallas, we haven't really been able to have time to ourselves, you know, as a married couple.
Not at all.
I don't get time to myself at all.
I only get time to myself when I'm at work.
At least you get time to yourself.
But I'm at work.
I'm just saying, at least you get time to. I don't get time to myself at all, is what I'm saying. At all. So the fact that you can say I only means that she'll get time to herself. She'll have like a whole week. Like you've done it before. You'll have a whole time to yourself, but then like that week won't be enough. You'll come back Monday, and then Tuesday you'll be like, man, I need a break. Like you just had a week. I mean, yeah, I don't. COVID has really I love my baby. I love my son very much, but I'm like, dude,
he tired of you.
He tired of me too. He really is. Like he just be like, all right. I'm tired of.
I mean, I understand though. I mean, y'all been in the house. Like, I don't think people grasp like
how
everybody's
process.
been in the house.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's not. It's out of the norm, and so like I understand it from you. I mean, you have to, and he goes to her
for everything.
But it's not my fault. It's not like I try to reach out to him. Like even today,
want him.
Even today, he came into bed. And I try to reach for him so he won't go to his mom.
He said no.
He said no, daddy, mommy, and he'll let you. And Solomon will let you know when he's not talking to you too. Like, like Tia be telling him something like, "Okay, Solomon, say no, daddy." I'm talking to daddy.
And he reached because he's 3. I guess it happens to a lot of 3-year-olds around that time when they just start talking a lot or thinking too much. So he started stuttering about a couple of months ago. Yeah. And so he gets so frustrated with himself because he's like, I know what I want to say, and I'm like, well, just speak slow and say it. But he also doesn't really make clearly formed sentences as of yet. He can if he wants to. But he doesn't. This
is the process. he just turned 3, so I think that I think that this year is going to be the year that he kind of starts to get it. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe because he's very intelligent, very, 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 very smart, very, very, very smart. Very smart.
I want to say too smart, but that's not a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing.
But yeah, so we will be moving back to Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah. Like Tia said, because she has a new job opportunity as well. We want to be closer to people. Yeah. For Solomon, so we can get.
Yeah, and he needs to be around more kids too.
I agree with that. And then on top of that, Brandon was having some health issues.
Yeah. And I told him he can't die while we in Texas because I ain't doing it.
So Brandon had.
That's literally what I said. Brandon
had heart issues. Yeah. For a while, like I felt like my heart was skipping a beat. It felt weird.
Heart palpitations is what they call it.
And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe because I did gain some weight, so maybe it's me and my weight. Maybe it could be a bunch of things, but it wasn't anything bad. It was it's my cousin.
His phone. This is why I don't want his phone. He talking about phones. I don't want your phone.
Give him glory because he's worthy. It's my cousin. But yeah, so I was having these heart issues, and the reason why I was having these heart issues was, come to find out, I have bad anxiety. And so that was the reason why I was having these heart issues. And so Tia, like she said, she didn't want to be too far away where if something was to happen to me, like she would be by herself, and I understand that. So that's another reason why we moved back to Cincinnati. So we will be moving in September. We'll be back in September. And we'll be able to see everybody, and we'll be still doing our podcast. Matter of fact, I think it's actually probably going to get a lot better. Probably because we got all of our closest friends and closest people that we talk to live in Cincinnati.
Mine live in Atlanta.
Majority of the people that we talk to.
Okay. I'm like, mine.
And I think
that's for me.
I'm talking about content.
We're one, though.
Okay, we talk about content.
But
she always bring it up to one. We are one. And think about it, she's saying it, but she ain't acting on it. Tired of you, bruh. But yeah.
Actually, I have a discussion that can I bring up?
Do that.
No, for us. Okay. So I actually want to talk about insecurity in relationships. When Brandon and I were dating, I think we both had some type of insecurities that we felt. At one point, he was either trying to talk to another girl, or I caught this boy. How many occasions was it? It was at least 3, y'all. No, I mean, I think it was in a sense of like.
I thought you were doing like the hat thing. Like that's an insecurity.
The hat thing. No, I mean that's for your physical. I'm talking about in relationships.
Okay.
In general, like so. He would be, and not even really talking. Like for him, he's like, I'm not flirting with them. I'm just, having a conversation. And I'm like, no, babe, that's flirting.
No, flirting.
Oh, now he'll admit it.
But see, you gotta understand, like, dudes be stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I have grown to understand that I'm dumb. Back in the day, I used to do some really dumb stuff. I have to admit. Like I remember this one time, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so I think what it is, I think, and I told Tia this, and we've had this conversation before. Before Tia, I was very committed to relationships, right? And then
literally, and then you get the girl that you're supposed to be with, and you like.
But I was
I'm over here trying to pull his arm, and he like, nope.
Because I was hurt in the past.
No.
But I was that type of person who's always like, it's okay. I got hurt, but it's okay. I was different from most men. Most men would have been like, no, I'm just gonna be this forever. But I was like, I'm gonna try. So my last time I tried was really bad. But the
thing about it is he tried it with somebody who it was a long distance thing. That don't even make it. But make it make sense.
We made
sense.
We made accommodations to see each other. Okay.
Clearly, it ain't work out.
Clearly it didn't work. You're right. Clearly it did not work out. But you see, I was
my
trying.
Fro looking on.
I was
Excuse
trying.
My fro, y'all.
I was trying to be, what was I trying to be? I was trying to be whatever, be in a relationship. So when she came, I was like, I really liked her, but I was iffy. Like, nah, she probably gonna be on them some same stuff. I haven't really been a lot of people feel me. A lot of people haven't even been in a relationship for a long time growing up. Like, I mean, high school, I don't count. You know what I'm saying? So I
think anything under 25 really doesn't count. And it's so funny.
Unless you get married under 25. But outside of that, it don't really count. But I've never been in a relationship longer. Like she's the longest relationship I've ever been in. So
8 years.
Yeah. Don't remind me. A long time. She know that's a long time. I don't know why she acting like that face.
But you said don't remind me.
You be saying the same stuff. You be saying stuff too, bruh.
Throwing shade.
So, like I was saying.
So this shade that you trying to throw.
So, like I was saying. Get off of me, bro. Hey,
Hey, Nate, Mika, and Gail.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Everybody that's on
Thank you for joining us. Just let us know. Say hi.
Hey, what's going on? Say hi to, why you're on. But okay, so the insecurity came from me not, I guess it was insecurity. Me not having trust enough that it's the relationship was going to work, basically, because I never had it before. And so I wouldn't mess with girls. I was just like, I don't know. I guess it was my thing of saying I got a backup just in case she don't work. Like I had to keep the motors going in the background just in case.
And it happened so many times that eventually I almost did whatever. It happened so many. To me, more than once is too many. So it happened so many times. I even did it at one point, and it wasn't even like a thing. I was like, I even told dude like, yeah, I got a boyfriend, but I don't know. But it was because of that, like, and I didn't understand why, because it wasn't that we weren't doing anything. It wasn't that we weren't, even trying to, like, we had been together so long, and it wasn't, but
I think it was emotional. The emotional, like wow. Just, for instance,
okay.
Perfect example, which I really don't want to talk about too much because I'm praying for him and his family, but kind of similar to what John Gray, the first time he said that he was in a relation, he was I guess seeing somebody, but really they didn't do anything, but it was emotional. It was more of an emotional relationship where it was just like they just talked to each other. Because and then during that time, me and Tia used to argue a lot. So
yeah, we did. Our communication
is still not up to par, but it's way better than where it was before. Yeah. Like, and it was just like I couldn't get through to her, she couldn't get through to me. And this is before we realized the reason why we weren't meeting. Like this is the reason why we weren't meeting together and trying to figure out each other is because she had a different upbringing. I had a different upbringing. Yeah. And so in her upbringing, she was raised by women. And so they were very dominant and, it was their way, and my upbringing, I was taught to be the leader of the house. So you had two people who was like headstrong.
But it was also hard too, because it's like when you don't have an example of a leader in the house too, where you're trying to figure out what that is. And especially for me, because I'm like, I don't know who told you.
She said, you ain't about to leave nothing. I remember when we first got married, she was like, she had a problem with the submit word. Now she understands but that's because she went through classes and now
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was classes though. It was there are a lot of teachers who let you know. So, for example, our lead church is Elevation with Steve Furtick and Holly Furtick, and she did a whole becoming Mrs. Better Half study, that I participated in, and she didn't use the word submit in the whole thing, but she was literally helping you to become a better wife, and it was in the sense of his, what he needs and learning what you need to be a better wife to your spouse. And it wasn't about submitting, like we all need sex. We all need,
But I think submit gets a bad, I remember
because of how it's been used, like in the sense of like slave and all of that. And it's like, no, that's not like that.
Because we just like, it's kind of like similar to the church, right?
Yeah.
Jesus in the church. Jesus tells us to submit to him.
Yeah.
And so it tells the church to submit. And our relationship is supposed to be identical to how the church and Jesus, and God relates, like Jesus. Yeah, the church is the bride. God is the groom. So but we have a lot of teachings where it's just like you need to submit, thumb under me, and think about it, I never came like that to her. I never showed any I'm the man. This is what we need to do. I've always, and that's because I think I was raised by a woman, anyways, majority of my lifetime. So I knew I didn't come like that.
Yeah.
So, but she was just like, I don't care what sign of of headship it is. It could be soft. You could be the nicest person in the world. You ain't about to be your head over me, And so, but that. And we were dating, so she wasn't supposed to. I don't think people understand. So boom, that's perfect for people out there who are single. You shouldn't.
You ain't you single until you married. You are single until you married. I don't care what nobody say. I can't stand these people. Well, I don't know if I should do that, or I got to talk to my boyfriend. How the who?
Yeah. I mean, unless you're.
But that's my opinion.
But
but that, I think it's true. But you know how you do it is different. Yeah. But like it's true in the sense of you are not until you married, you single.
I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, but I was more talking about it. That was just me. But however, I was talking about like just submitting. In the realms of submitting, you shouldn't be submitting to anyone that you're not married to.
And even before we even got married, I told him like I'm about to stop doing X, Y, and Z.
And she did. And I was like, I don't like that. I'm about to stop cooking for you. She stopped doing the things that I would think about it. How she got me, how she lured me in. See, she ain't gonna tell you how she lured me in. All right, she lured me. All right, we was at school, right? And
we were in college,
and I was an RA in college. I was an RA, and she came to
you gonna always tell everybody. You gonna repeat the story how many times?
I ain't gonna say the whole story, but the basis of the story is how she lured me in. Is she cooked? She made some like I will forever remember these ingredients and recipes forever.
That's because I don't know if have you had it before?
I've had oven baked chicken
before me, yeah.
But she had oven baked chicken, macaroni and cheese. I think some greens. I mean, not greens. It was like some stringed green beans,
French style. Yeah, I only like French style,
and it was the bomb. That's how she lured me. All right, and so imagine this. Fast forward. Now we about to close to probably get married soon, and she like I'm gonna stop. I've been doing all this time. All of a sudden I'm gonna stop. But I'm not coming. I'm joking. She had to understand for her, like, okay, I have to stop showing him wifely acts, and we're not even married.
Yeah, I'm doing all of this for what?
Right. Like, allow him to look forward to something, because it's like if you're doing everything, if you're doing all this stuff for your significant other that you're not married to, what can you look forward to when you get married?
Exactly. But I think that's what it's hard for people to really comprehend. I understand, the world, right? Like literally our bodies are made. We're supposed to have sex. We're supposed to, join.
Sex is godly.
It is. I think it's hard for you to refrain from doing all of that, especially because you just want to. We are so much in this world, and literally the Bible tells us that we are not of this world, and so it's hard for us to live and do those things. Yeah. And I understand that it's hard, but it's also like, it's needed because because of us doing these things. Mm-hmm. That's how we're able to get closer to God, and God will bring us the right spouse for us.
Yeah, I mean, and that's all. That's pretty much all it's about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all the insecurities that we went through was mainly because how we were raised.
Yeah.
Our past situations with past exes or whatever,
and fear for the future probably too.
And fear for the future because as you know, and you probably I don't know if you know if you followed our podcast. We almost got a divorce right after we got married.
Yeah.
And that was just because from Tia's standpoint, she was like, I thought I wanted this, and now I realize
I am not the father. Look.
Yeah. Right. She was like, I do not want to be married right now. This is forever, ever?
Like, for real?
A couple of forevers, and she didn't like that. And that's the thing. It's perfect. So I mentioned before that I had my backups just in case she messed up, right?
Oh yeah, then he over here. I done dropped everybody for you.
When we got married, I was like, yo, I'm cutting everybody off. Like, I need you to be. So when she pulled, we're about to read. When she pulled the, I don't feel like I want to be married no more.
Trey, we're gonna answer your question in a second.
It hit a player. And I was like, yo, really? You telling me that you gonna want to get married? And I just basically, bankrupt all my back.
So apparently, I think that's the reason why he was crying. He wasn't crying because I told him I was gonna leave him. He was crying because I'd have dropped everybody for you, and now you about to leave me.
I had to burn the back book.
Anyway, so family just asked us a question. I'm gonna read his comment. He said, when you restarted wifely duties, did you sense more appreciation from Brandon? Was it easier for you to do the duties of a wife as a wife?
Good question.
Let me answer the latter question. Was it easier for me to do the duties of a wife as a wife? No. And that is because I have never seen a good representation of what a wife is. Never. In our family, everybody's divorced. There's never been like a sustainable marriage. You know, my grandparents got divorced after 30 some odd years. They got divorced on my 13th birthday. That's all I remember, quite honestly. But my biological dad has been married for forever. Not for, I don't know, forever, 20 some odd years. How old am I? I'm 29. So they've been married 28 years, I think. But even some stuff in their marriage, they just do things very differently. Like, you know,
it's just different.
It's just different. And so I had never seen that. So it wasn't easier. I was still trying to figure it out. And then right after we got married, you know, I got pregnant 3 months later. Yeah. And so it was hard for me to even do more, you know, wifely duties. But because at that point I was in mom mode. And on mom mode, I'm just on an automatic.
And it's so crazy because I've been trying to, I think I've had conversations with her of trying to, because she puts mom role and wifely role in the same bucket. Yeah. And I believe that's where it starts to get overwhelming. And so I've learned that it needs to be a mom bucket, a wife bucket, and a Tia bucket. Yeah. And, you know what I'm saying? And because I didn't understand it at first, because what I've seen women who just, you know, they just do the mom thing, they do the wife thing, and they just do it. They go for it. Tia never seen that, so she really didn't even know how to operate through that. And so just recently I realized that Tia, I was thinking Tia was a wife and a mom, right? And what she is,
Tia is a wife and a mom.
Is a wife and mom, but she's also Tia.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't get a lot of her, you know, she said at the beginning, she doesn't get a lot of her time.
Yeah.
And so I realized that now. But for it to work in the household, you can't put them all together. You gotta have some type of separateness, because then she looks at me in the same level that she looks at Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the kind of like the same. I even asked her, like, why are a wifely duty and why is, you know, mom in the same? And she said, because I feel like I'm just always with you, is, you know, I got to make sure, you know, manage the house, right?
Yeah.
And I guess manage the house is same with with Solomon. So that's why she puts it all together. So she's been learning how to navigate through that.
But hold on, let me answer the first one. Did I sense more? Brandon? So I've never felt unappreciated from Brandon. I think it was just like, you can't expect more this out of me as a girlfriend. And I'm like, why would I give all of this to you as your girlfriend? And what else can I do for you as a wife besides have a child? Which we have one, but like, that's all that I can really do. So it's like, I'm holding this bar so high, and it's like, okay, but me holding this bar so high, what else can he need? Yeah. He could have just sat there, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And so I never felt unappreciated from him. He's always appreciated me. He's helped me grow. You know, Trey, you know, OT, like anybody who knows me before me and Brandon got married done met old Tia. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on that one.
But I'm gonna say this: when she stopped doing her wifely duties, it made me like, maybe I need to really figure out if I want to be with this, because I didn't like it. I didn't like that she stopped.
And then why didn't even stop that long, y'all? That's what's
it wasn't
so
long.
funny.
But see, I didn't like it though. So like women out there, yo, if you stop it, I'm telling you, a man will start to
really reevaluate.
Maybe I need to really focus and really try. He said, you know, I know. Maybe I need to try and focus and try to be. Trying to figure out if we're going to get married, you know, and take this thing seriously, you know.
And that's if, and a lot of some men don't even want to get married, but that's if you need to know who you're with, and that just needs to be a conversation, you know. Like, if you're with somebody who does not want to get married and you want to, that relationship just needs to end.
Well, not,
you know,
or it is.
Or needs to have a conversation.
Page. Yeah. The same page. That's all. But I mean, but them But I'm saying, what my point was saying, her doing that made me want to be proactive in it. You know what I'm saying? So once she stopped saying, okay, I'm not gonna cook, that much. I'm not gonna clean up and do your laundry like you like just all the wifely duties.
I was doing all of it.
She was doing all this stuff, and when she stopped doing it, I was just like, okay, we need to get married.
But that also showed me too that showed me that he appreciates me more, because he was like, okay, I like that you do all of these things for me. We've been together so long, all of my family, we done been through hell and hot water, high water, whatever it's called. And so he was like, okay, let me just make this, let's just go ahead. And it was a discussion, but it was funny how he said it. He was like, why don't we get married on this day? And I was like, what are you talking about? No.
She did not say no.
I didn't know, because I was like, why you choose that day? Remember?
What day did I originally choose?
I don't even know, but it wasn't the right day. That's what was so funny. But we got married on the day that we met in 2012. So we met August 4th, and so we got married on August 4th. It was a Thursday when we got married. But it was funny because I was like, what are you talking? But we were laying in the bed, and he was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and get married. I was like, what?
Yeah, because
yeah,
because she didn't make breakfast that morning.
You see that?
I can't do this no more.
Horrible. And it's so funny because like, but that's also another reason why we're moving back too, right? Because here he works Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I am work shifts. Sorry. Before COVID, I was going Monday through Friday for at least 11 hours. And so now I'm just home with our son all day, but it's just a lot in the sense of our only family day is Sunday. Uh-huh. And so it just y'all
sorry.
hear us.
Oh no, you better not. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was just pouring it on the table. I'm about to say, like, boy,
get your water.
Okay.
Anyway, but so we just don't get family time in general. We don't get, us time. I definitely don't get me time. I know he says that he doesn't get his me time, but his me time is when he's like, Solomon doesn't bother him at all. He be sitting doing his music while I'm over here, Solomon all in my face. I just be like, all right, bro.
You got a whole daddy. I
say that every
but it's
day.
Like, I mean, okay, you want to go. I told her this. I said, you gonna miss it.
I may, but right now
he gonna come by you. You like, damn, my son ain't hitting me up all day.
We had a conversation too because Brandon is like, I don't know why he don't come to me. It be in my feelings sometimes.
I never said get my feelings. I said, dang, I'm sorry that he don't be coming.
That's you getting your feelings.
You said the feeling. I wasn't getting my feelings.
If you getting salty, you in your feelings. Whatever. Anyway, and I said, well, if you had a daughter, it would be different, but you don't want no girl, so it ain't happening.
I refuse that.
So then,
the thing about it is, I don't know. Like, it's not like I can say. It's not like I can pick. Like, oh, I want a boy again. But but
he don't want, because he don't. The love is different. I'm a daddy's girl. I literally chose Brandon because I was like, he gonna be a good dad.
I used to want a girl.
Oh, it was because of me?
No, I just saw the maintenance. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of factors.
It ain't maintenance for men. Y'all stink.
But they ain't like that type of maintenance.
No,
in the sense of just like, I mean, like, I don't want to be crazy. Like, I'm trying to not. I don't want to see that. Just want to talk because then we focus on it.
Oh, I wasn't. I like to see. Okay,
but
we trying to figure it out, y'all.
But yeah, the reason why I don't really be, because women be getting snatched up out of here, and
so do boys.
But you say that all the time. But majority be women.
Majority doesn't. So for me, the majority doesn't matter because either way, Solomon is a cute little boy. Somebody's gonna want to take him.
I mean, of course, but I'm saying the general, but more frequently, black women, not girls.
What are you doing?
He's drinking your water, bro.
He just scooped something out and then did something.
But yeah, so that's our as you said. So that was a good topic. Insecurities.
Yeah, you got something else you want to bring up? Oh, so did you want to talk about John Gray, or you don't want to?
No, I don't want to talk about that. He's a man of God, and I pray for his family. It's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate. So
how I found out about John Gray was a lady.
Don't even.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. I mean, we'll be praying for you.
Yeah.
And that's what we're supposed to do as people of Christ.
Yeah. Pray for our leaders.
Pray for our leaders, what they're going through. They're human, just like us.
Yeah.
We just expect them to be like, they are held to a higher standard. But also when they slip and fall and they do whatever they do, we don't need to be bashing them and coming at them. That's not the angle that I'm all about.
I'm ready.
Well, I don't know if I want to talk about. I probably don't want to talk about it right now because it's a lot, and I don't want to kind of go deep into it. But we have 40 minutes. We can talk about it some other time. Because that's first. I guess my summary is I'm just not feeling nothing. Like it's just ridiculous. Like you shot this man 7 times in the back.
Yeah.
Like he had you on the other hip. You got a taser on the other hip.
You got a gun. Yeah.
I just do not understand. Like you have other instruments that you can use.
The interesting thing about that too is that there was a white man that they did the same. He walked up to the police with a knife and he didn't get shot. They just took him down. And my thing is that they didn't use anything.
And the guy that got shot wasn't even the focus of the reason why the police was even there. The police was there for a fight that 2 women were involved, and 2 women I think were Caucasian. And the attention got turned to him.
Yeah. And
he was just trying to break up the situation. And it's just like, yo, like, are you serious? And you shoot this man 7 times. It was Kyle. I mean, where's your mind at? Like, are you serious? Like, no wonder why, and they wonder why people was kneeling. They wonder why we feel the way we feel. You wonder why you're like, oh, dang, it's what we're in August going to September, and we're still protesting and still going. Yes, because we're afraid of our lives, and this is ridiculous.
We've been protesting since before the civil rights movement, but anyway.
But it's just like it's just ridiculous. Like I just don't understand the purpose of why they just continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're. If I feel like when I'm watching other videos comparing it to black people, I feel like they were trained to do that.
Yeah.
Every police station in the United States of America seems like they were trained to do that, and maybe in other places too. But I'm just saying here, it's weird to me. Like it just baffles me. Like I'll be thinking and as a black man, I'll go out like, man, I wonder, that I hope I don't get pulled over, and the cop, wonder how they feeling that day. Hopefully they feeling okay that day because they not feeling good. And the thing about it is, his boys was in the car. His kids were in the car. Like cops have
I actually
with Philandro. What's his name? Philandro. Little girl was in the back seat.
Yeah.
Come on,
they don't care.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you said you saw what?
I was gonna say I saw somebody comment and said that they were actually upset that he went back to his car when the cops were coming at him with a gun. And that I would have been upset too. Yeah, because his kids are in the car. It was why
are y'all even pulling y'all guns out?
Horrible.
Like I seen this one video where they pulled 5. They had 5 cops with guns on this one unarmed guy. Like, what is this? He had no. I can understand if he had a gun in his hand, like he's about to shoot all 4 of y'all. He's unarmed. Why are you shooting an unarmed citizen?
Because we're black. Because we're black.
Yes.
Black is beautiful, and I love it.
It's crazy. But that's all. We just wanted to come and let you guys know. So we do have we're in the process of moving. So we'll have some stuff coming out soon. And we have one more episode that's coming out on our podcast.
Yeah, I have a series. I still haven't figured out what to call it. But it's gonna be it's like a women series. Yeah. So if it's gonna be coming out just with other platforms, but it's gonna be under my series when you watch the videos with it. So
definitely check that out. It's gonna be good, and then we might start. I think we should have something up soon. Right after we move in September, so just be on the lookout for us.
Do you want to have one more live before we got some conversations via live?
Yeah, we can have one more probably before we get up out of here. But I know we're supposed to be packing these lights.
We're supposed to be packing everything. It ain't happening.
I hate packing.
I'm tired of packing, but life. I don't hate moving.
I hate moving things. I wish all of our things was virtual, like to the point you can remember. Like if like
y'all seen Upload?
Yo, that was crazy.
What is that's our lately. That's our lately. If y'all watch our podcast, that's our lately.
Like, can you imagine
Upload? Yes, it's a really good show. If you take, like, it's on Amazon Prime.
Maybe it's like a box. You create a box, and then you're ready to leave.
Like Mary Poppins.
Well, I don't know. It would be more.
Will you put it all in there?
But no.
Hermione, Harry Potter. She had a whole bookcase in her bag.
It would just be more like a technological advance.
You know what? Whatever. He's trying to throw away my idea.
You would put everything on the box, and like once you click a button, everything in your household would just go in this box digitally, and then you just take the box and just go. It's just I hate moving things. Like we got to pay these people this expensive amount of money just to move our stuff because it's only 3 of us. So, but we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and see y'all on the flip side. You want to say hi, Solomon? Come say hi to the folks before we get off.
Come say hi.
Come say hi. Come here.
No, mommy. No.
All right.
See y'all later. That was funny.